loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. Diamonds in the eyes, gold in the heart. Face like a Da Vinci, her body's a work of art. Got a nigga motivated. She puts me like a shopping cart. If you wanna, come on the show and you wanna talk about your problems, have us help you.
Yes.
Or ruin your relationship.
We can do that too. All of it, like whatever you're up for, we're down.
Yeah, we might ruin it. We might help it. I don't know. It might go either way.
I mean, we're gonna let you know that our advice isn't like solid, but we're gonna give you what we think is best, and it's gonna be in the best interest of you.
Yeah,
we're not biased. I feel like we're good at not being biased.
Yeah. We're gonna have our intentions are well.
Intentions. That's crazy.
You know that, man. That's why you're here, baby. That's why you're here.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
To pick me up without fault.
Always. Never let you fall. You know what does make me want to fall though? Your baby mama.
See, there you go. You're on your segue thing tonight.
One of our other, conversations lately has been the entry of the absent parents.
Yeah. So,
and it's a little stressful.
So in our prior episode, we talked a little bit about how me and Bree both was basically single parents before,
and we blended,
we united, and she moved in, and so obviously for single parents, there's an absent parent somewhere lingering around, right? So
unfortunately,
so we both got one.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about like how to deal with that absent parent who hasn't been around.
And then you get into a relationship, and then all of a sudden they come wiggling their way back in.
Or you might not be in a relationship. You could just be a single parent, and the parent's been out of your kid's life for an extensive period of time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
it is tumultuous.
Yeah, and so you had a hard time with the tumultuous.
It's a word you gotta like put every syllable into it.
So you might be a single parent, or even just newly in a relationship.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or even in a long-term relationship, and the parent's been absent for a while. Then all of a sudden, they might have stopped, smoking that crack.
Hitting that pipe or whatever they be doing. We're not
sniffing that
whatever they do in their free
that pixie
time.
Dust,
yeah,
or whatever they were doing,
putting the bottles down.
Yeah, they might have just decided they grown up a little bit, and they stopped with all the nonsense, the poppycock and the fiddle faddle,
or they're being petty,
or they're just being petty and want to be divisive,
Yeah.
So now they come into your kid's life, they're back at it like a crack addict. You know what I'm saying? And
there's a lot of crack innuendos we thrown out here, but it's okay. We're not, we just saying.
Yeah. So now
we're navigating through this too. So I guess we'll bring you on our journey with us.
So now they're back.
They back in full attack.
The kids,
like both of them, like at the same time. His came in and then mine came in, and they came in guns blazing.
So it's like, first you gotta think, what is the real reason? What is the reason that you're back? That you're inserting yourself back into something you've been away from for so long.
And nothing pisses me off more than people, like parents, and this goes out to people who are watching, and maybe you're this parent. There is nothing more frustrating as the parent that raises the child for someone who just leaves their child or, makes horrible decisions to then be taken away from their child, and then deciding that they just feel like being a parent all of a sudden. That is the most frustrating thing. That is the most emotional. It's traumatizing for a child to like have that in and out. And I cannot stand people that do that to kids. Yeah. If you left your kid, why are you going to keep like the in and out cycle? That is not okay.
If you're going to come back, you got to be consistent, because it really messes with the kid's head.
It does. And it leaves them with like real abandonment issues. And that is something that I refuse to have my children raised with is for them to not feel good enough because their parent is a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. See, when the kids are younger, you got to kind of, pick the right words to say, kind of smooth it over, like, maybe your dad's this and your dad's that, trying to like soften the blow a little bit because you don't want them
or you
to
make
be.
excuses so they don't get hurt.
Exactly. So, but when the kids get my first kids got older and their mom basically did the same type of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna stay out of it because they're gonna
let them learn their own.
They're gonna form their own relationship, or
get their own opinion on it.
Get their own opinion, I should say.
Yeah.
And they're gonna feel a certain way, and she's gonna have to deal with that. That's something she's gonna have to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get in the middle. I'm not gonna badmouth her.
Nope.
I'm not gonna try to make excuses for her.
Nope.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let them, form their own opinion and their own feelings, and that's something she's gonna have to deal with on her own. And Judgment Day when the Lord comes back.
But you know what? As the parent, I don't know about for you, but for me, it is so hard to have to allow my child that freedom to trust that I've given them enough tools in life to place that person correctly and not be hurt by it.
Yeah.
Like you have to then like push your kid into the water and hope you taught them how to swim well enough to not be like really hurt and like devastated by the letdowns and the inconsistencies if that's what continues to happen.
Yeah.
And it sucks to watch your child be hurt. Like if they come back and then they do the same thing you really know they're going to do again, it sucks to have to like watch your kid be hurt by that.
Yeah, and that, like I said, especially because the boys are younger, you know, so like it's a little bit more sensitive topic and a little more delicate to deal with than when they get to older, like my daughters who are like 11. My daughter's 11, but she acts like she's
like 16.
She acts like an old lady. And my other daughter's 15. She acts like an
35,
older lady.
Maybe even 65.
Listen to Elton John, things of that nature. But like, so they a little bit more, advanced when it comes to like,
navigating their emotions. They're very mature in their emotional intelligence.
But at the same time, my 11-year-old and my mom came back and they was texting each other more.
Yeah.
And she started feeling a certain way.
Yeah.
And then she disappeared again.
Yeah.
And then she started feeling a certain way again. But after a while.
And that kills me. It fucking kills me. Because at this point, I'm their freaking mom. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to tell mom, I'm not going to tell his daughter my feelings. I'm not going to let her know that I'm upset by this. I'm going to support it. I'm like, that's great. I'm so glad she called you tonight. Mm-hmm. But then when she tells me that she disappeared again, it sucks to have to pick up those pieces and be like, you just have to, she has her own thing going on and you just got to be there for them. But it sucks watching it. It really does. Because I want to be like a mama bear and get the fuck away from my kids. Stop fucking playing this game with my kids. If you ain't going to be 100%, get the fuck back. But it's so hard.
And it kind of changes like a kid's personality in a way. It can harden them up.
It makes them into adult. They have to navigate too many emotions.
Yeah, and it kind of can harden up their heart a little bit, make them a little bit more,
cold to people.
Cold, yeah, and but like I was saying, you gotta find out what those intentions are from the parent. Sometimes the parents want to come back just so they can try to talk to the parent again. So talk to the other parent, talk to the one that they're with, or they just want to come back to get information from the kid to see what's going on in the household, things of that nature. And that sucks too.
I'm a whole sugar baby, apparently.
And that sucks too because you don't know, what they're putting in the kid's head.
Yeah.
When they come back, some people like I have people say you got to respect your mom. My sister told me, my older kids went off on their mom on Facebook one time. My sister was like, she hit me up like, why are they going off on her like that? That's their mom. They need to respect their mom. I was like, hey, I don't get into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's their relationship.
Respect is earned. It don't matter.
That's the bed that she made. Mm-hmm. She got to deal with the blowback. She go to Facebook saying things that aren't true, and she got attacked by all the kids.
By like 7 kids. It be like that, yo. There's a gang squad.
That got nothing to do with me. That's the bed that you made, and that's the stuff you got to deal with. You got to, you got to. Hey, that's not gonna help you sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they do. Maybe sometimes they be just so delusional that they think that they're in the right.
No matter what attention they get is good attention.
Not only that they might just think that they trick themselves into thinking that they're in the right, or they did way better for the kids than the kids are putting out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they survived and they're on their own, so they're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, no, that's not the case.
Yeah.
But we also got to touch on the fact that there are people in relationships who do withhold their children. We don't support that either.
Yeah.
You can't be a bitter baby mama, baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually have a person that is a good parent, regardless of how they treated you, if they are actually a good, consistent parent and you're just not letting them see them because whatever you got going on the other side, or you're mad at them because they got something going on, that's crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't support that.
Yeah.
When we talk about bad parents, we mean like actual, like not doing what you needed to do for your kids, not being able to provide for your kids, putting your kids in danger. That's our situations.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about just bitter babiness.
No, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's even worse for the kid, because you're gonna make them resent
one of you, mostly
both of you, because what can happen is they're gonna resent the other person when they're younger, because they don't know better. They don't know the ins and outs of what's going on.
Yeah.
So they're gonna resent the other person for being there, listen to the at home
shit
parent
that you're saying.
And they're gonna take it as the truth, and they're like, hey, oh, this person wasn't here and he did this and he did that, or she did this and she did that, and then when they get older and they come to find out the truth,
the realizations start forming.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be like, "Yo,
it was you.
It was you this whole time."
Whole time.
And then that makes it even worse.
Yeah, that's a lot of trauma that builds up in these kids when there's a lot of like in and out parents.
Yeah, kids need both of their parents, you know.
And even if it's not their parent, they need to see a consistent family structure. Because you know what? Every family is different. All families are beautiful. It could be stepdad, stepmom, and the kids, or you're really the mom and dad. But if they don't grow up with that consistent structure, it's very detrimental to them. Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, like even a great stepdad, a great stepmom, that's great. But there's a little piece of the part of the person that's gonna always want to long for that.
The real relationship.
The real parent, like the real
relationship with
parent.
them. Yeah. And I feel that.
Or just at least knowing.
I feel that 1,000%, because I feel like even though I grew up with like amazing, you know what I mean? My grandparents were amazing, but there's always that like abandonment still, that I wasn't good enough for my, you know what I mean? My real dad. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like something that you could just tell a person, no, it's not your fault, and you would think that just by you saying that, it's gonna click in their head like, it's not my fault. Yeah. It is gonna be okay, but it just doesn't work.
It doesn't go away. I think I'll always have abandonment issues. That's why we codependent. Because you ain't leaving me. You said forever, and I've never had forever. Mm-hmm. So this is for life.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't go away, no matter how much you heal. Because I feel like I've worked through my shit a little bit. There's always some more shit to work out, but
there's always going to be something more to work out.
Yeah. Well, I think that our next, goal is to start interviewing couples. I think that I would love to do that. I think we should, on our next episode, we're going to try and get you a couple with us. Mm-hmm. And get you some new perspectives, get some advice flowing, see what y'all think about that.
Yeah, we're going to get some other couples in here, get them talking. Ultimately, we're going to bring back the wild stories, the wild swinger sexcapade stories. We got a couple of those in the chamber. And we're gonna see what it's about, getting some swinger couples on here to talk about. They might have like a little masquerade mask on or something like that, or a Pooh Shiesty mask. So we gotta.
That's my dog.
You're gonna get a Pooh Shiesty mask, couple of heads, have to talk about that.
Or maybe just some blur,
you
gotta get that Pooh Shiestiness out,
We'll make a cartoon out of him.
Criminal.
Make a cartoon out of him, have like an animated.
Ooh, that's true. All right, well,
I
think that's it for tonight, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll be back at it with some more next time.
Well, we'll be back, and like I said, like and subscribe, share, comment what we should talk about, or
talk shit, anything,
anything, what I'm saying? And that's it for the episode. So
deed's been done and the cake's been baked.
She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, that's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought.